Good afternoon once again from Mayville State University, Scott Berry Field, for Game 3 of the North Dakota Class B Region 2 baseball tournament. We've got the number 2 seed, the Nelson County Mid-Dakota Chargers, taking on the Hillsboro-Central Valley Burros, the number 3 seed. How you doing, everyone? I'm Joe Lancello along with Preston DeVille. Thanks for joining us on YourLiveEvent.com. Hillsboro-Central Valley getting here courtesy of a 2-1 victory over Larimore earlier today. And you can watch that game later on YourLiveEvent.com. Nelson County getting a first-round bye. It's the number 2 seed. I forgot to confirm with their coach, Logan Lund, that Nelson County 5-5 on the year. And Hillsboro-Central Valley now 6-13 on the season. Our pregame show brought to you by Norman County Raceway and Red River Valley Speedway. Check the World of Outlaws late models June 29th and 8th. Tickets now available at NormanCountyRaceway.com. And Red River Valley Speedway in West Fargo. Friday night races start at 7. And check out the World of Outlaws Sprint Cars August 24th. For more info, go to RedRiverValleySpeedway.com. We'll check in with both coaches in our pregame coaches interviews after this break on KRJB on YourLiveEvent.com.
If you want help from a firm that has integrity and respect, strives for excellence, and is interested in the betterment of the community, look no farther than Onstead Twitchell Attorneys. Our team of attorneys has dedicated and talented professionals who are committed to improving the lives of their clients and providing custom legal solutions with integrity and excellence. We have offices in West Fargo, Hillsboro, Maddox, Page, and Castleton. Or visit our website, www.onsteadlaw.com.
The Hillsboro and Central Valley School Districts congratulate the seniors on your success and wish you well in your future endeavors. They encourage you to step into your future, secure in the knowledge that this world needs you and the unique, inspiring gifts that only you can give. Best wishes go with you graduates as you prepare for the greater challenges ahead in a world of new possibilities. Congratulations, graduates, from the administration and staff of the Hillsboro and Central Valley School Districts. To all students, parents, and families of the Hillsboro and Central Valley Schools, thank you for a great year. Full Service Foods in Hillsboro provides contract packaging and private label foods for your local and regional retail stores. Full Service Foods is a leader in the upper Midwest for less than truckload quantities for contract manufactured sauces and dressings. They are a privately held company with a reputation for quality and customer service. Full Service Foods is proud to be in Hillsboro and bringing employment opportunities to the area. Find out more at FullServiceFoods.com. Full Service Foods of Hillsboro, proud to support this community event.
Our pregame coaches' comments brought to you by Dakota Heritage Bank, sharing their heritage, sharing their future with locations in North Dakota and Minnesota. DHBankND.com.
Welcome back to Mayville State University.
came out with a win, 4-2 in Tolna. It was a good game. We threw our best, and their pitcher threw really well also, and it was a good game. A lot of hits and good defense too.
The coach of the Nelson County Mid-Dakota Chargers. Our pregame coach's comments brought to you by Dakota Heritage Bank, sharing their heritage, sharing their future with locations in North Dakota and Minnesota. dhbanknd.com. Our pregame show also brought to you by the Red River Valley Fair. The Red River Valley Fair will be on 3-day weekends this year, June 28th through the 30th, July 4th through the 7th, and July 11th through the 14th. They've got great concerts like Blake Shelton, Ludacris, Hairball, the Goo Goo Dolls, and more. Again, RedRiverValleyFair.com for ticket information. We'll be back with the starting lineups after these words on YourLiveEvent.com.
I think it's fair to say you pay more now than ever before to operate your vehicles. We've got some relief. I'm Chris Moen with Nodak Insurance. Our auto customers are driving safer with fewer accidents, and for many that translates into lower premiums. If you're not seeing lower rates with your insurance company, call me to compare. You might save some money, and you will get better service. Call me today at 757-1613, or stop by one of my locations at 1913 South Washington in Grand Forks or 207 Main Street in Lakota.
It's the most prestigious, challenging rep warning tour on dirt. The most wanted, baddest outlaws, and the most powerful late models on the planet. The world of outlaws, King's Late Models.
At Dakota Heritage Bank, we know your schedules can get hectic, and you don't always have time to get to the bank during regular banking hours. We make it easy for you with mobile banking, online banking, and bill pay, services that we offer for free. This is Michelle with Dakota Heritage Bank, inviting you to do your banking with us anytime, anywhere. Just go to dhbanknd.com or download the mobile app for convenient on-the-go banking, serving you with locations across North Dakota and northwestern Minnesota. Dakota Heritage Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Goose River Bank is here for the communities we serve, building relationships that last a lifetime, serving the strong Red River Valley and beyond. We are your neighbors, friends, and family, committed to providing everything from everyday personal banking to loans for your farm or business. Visit one of our locations in Mayville, Hillsboro, or Hatton, or reach out and we'll happily come to you, because it's the neighborly thing to do. Goose River Bank, strong communities.
And welcome back to Mayville State University. Time now for our starting lineups, brought to you by American Crystal Sugar. Live the sweet life. Great careers, quality products, grower-owned, crystalsugar.com. First of all, for Hillsboro-Central Valley, who will be the visitors in this game, leading off will be the catcher, Tyson Leshuk. Batting second, the shortstop, Kyle Halfley. Batting third and pitching in this game, Chase Halfley. Hitting cleanup, the center fielder, Landon Olson. Batting fifth at first base, Riley Richter. Hitting sixth, the second baseman, James Fortman. Batting seventh at third base, Brayton Chenault. Hitting eighth, the right fielder, Alexander Duffner. And batting ninth, left fielder, Carter Limke. Now for the Nelson County Mid-Dakota Chargers. Leading off will be shortstop, Brody Rainsbury. Hitting second, the catcher, Zach Gibson. Hitting third, the pitcher, Kyle Johnson. Batting cleanup at third base, Ross Thompson. Hitting fifth for the Chargers at first base, Landon Sundin. Hitting sixth, the center fielder, Preston Lee. Batting seventh in right field, Brody Holt. Hitting eighth, second baseman, Gage Floggen. And batting ninth, left fielder Lakin Ronigan. The broadcast of this tournament game has been authorized by special arrangement with the Board of Directors of the North Dakota High School Activities Association. Kyle Johnson, tall right-hander on the mound for the Nelson County Mid-Dakota Chargers. I'm guessing not superstitious as he wears the number 13. These teams did meet during the course of the regular season just once. And it was Nelson County Mid-Dakota winning that by a score of 4-2. The program we have here is not perfect because the Nelson County Mid-Dakota roster is not on it. It'll be Hillsboro-Central Valley batting first as they are the lower seed here, the 3rd seed. Nelson County, the number 2 seed. The winner of this game will play in our final game of the day on Monday against the winner of Thompson and Mayport CG. And the first pitch to Tyson Lushik is high ball 1. Tyson 3 for 3 with 2 runs batted in the first game against Larimore. Called strike 1-1. Lushik had a sacrifice fly in the 5th inning and singled to bring in the game-winning run on the bottom of the 7th in that 2-1 victory over Larimore. Swing and a miss, maybe a piece of it, 1-2. Outfield playing really shallow, especially in right field. So that's a possible danger if somebody hits a right-handed batter hits the other way. That could roll a long, long way. The 1-2, off-speed pitch grounded to 3rd. Fielded by Thompson, throws to first for out number 1. So 1 up on 1 down for the Burros in the top of the 1st. Brings up shortstop Kyle Halfley, a right-hand batter. He was 0 for 3 in the opening game against Larimore. In for a strike 0-1. Zach Gibson behind the plate for the Chargers. Swung on and grounded to short. Fielded by Rainsbury. The throw in time for out number 2. So 2 quick outs for Hillsboro-Central Valley in the top of the 1st. Now Chase Halfley, who was pitching in this second game. He was the shortstop in the first game, went 0 for 2 and was hit by a pitch. The younger of the 2 Halfley brothers swinging a miss, strike 1. Johnson winds low inside 1-1. Center fielder Landon Olson on deck for the Burros, swinging a ground ball toward the hole, fielded by the shortstop Rainsbury. His throw in time to retire the side. Quick 3 up and 3 down inning for Hillsboro-Central Valley in the top of the 1st. After a half inning on the Tim Gazette Seed Sales Golden Harvest scoreboard, also brought to you by Chris Moan, Nodak Insurance Agent of Grand Forks and Lakota. Hillsboro-Central Valley nothing. Nelson County Mid-Dakota coming to bat on YourLiveEvent.com.
At Abra Auto Body and Glass in Grand Forks, they make sure your vehicle gets the best standard of care to get it back on the road as quickly as possible. Lonnie and his team are some of the most highly trained in the industry. With state-of-the-art technology and superior products, your vehicle will leave in great condition. With their drive-in claims area, the process is smooth and easy. Let Abra Auto Body and Glass in Grand Forks provide you and your vehicle with premium care and attention. Open 8 to 5:30 Monday through Friday. Abra Auto Body and Glass of Grand Forks.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Everything got bigger and smaller at the same time. Insurance, accounting, and taxes can get complicated, so you need someone who's looking to keep every dollar possible in your pocket. Ag Country.
Treat yourself to a great career at American Crystal Sugar Company. Team up with quality people making quality products. Full-time and year-round in a stable business. With great pay and benefits including time off available from day one. American Crystal Sugar Company invests in you to promote your continued growth and career advancement. Grow your career doing your best work within the world's best beet sugar company. Apply online today at AmericanCrystalCareers.com.
Right-hander Chase Hafley on the mound for Hillsboro-Central Valley, the sophomore. He'll be facing Brody Rainsbury, Zach Gibson, and Kyle Johnson. The first three hitters in the Nelson County Mid-Coda Charger lineup here in the bottom of the first. No score in this winner's bracket semifinal. Swing, a ground ball foul down the left side for strike one. Rainsbury stands back in the right-hand batter's box, slightly open stance. Just low 1-1. Rainsbury sounds like it should be a special flavor of Skittles or Kool-Aid, doesn't it? Swinging a ground ball foul. 1-2 now to Rainsbury. Made a couple of good plays in the infield in the opening inning, did Rainsbury. Swung on, grounded to third. Chenault throws to first in time for the out. This will bring up the catcher, Zach Gibson, a senior. He swings at the first pitch, gives a good ride to left field. And that'll go off the wall on a couple of bounces. Gibson is around first and the second standing up. So Gibson liked that pitch and gave it a good ride. That's about the best ball I've seen hit today so far in our 3 games. If you're just joining us, Hillsboro-Central Valley beat Larimore 2-1. And Mayport CG defeated Hatton Northwood 3-2 in our first games. And that pitch outside ball one. Pitcher Kyle Johnson. Another senior will also play outfield when he's not pitching. Swing and a miss. 1-1. The 1-1 caught the outside part of the plate, 1-2. Third baseman Ross Thompson on deck for the Chargers. Threatening with a runner at second and 1 out. Now time called. Johnson will step out for a moment. Swing and a liner foul. Almost nailed his coach, Logan Lund, in the third base coaching box. And that would have hurt, too, because he made some good aluminum on that one. Chase Hafley from the stretch. And the 1-2. Outside, gets away from the catcher. Enough room to let Gibson go to third. So Gibson goes to third in a wild pitch. And the count 2-2 now on Kyle Johnson. Hit in the air to the right side. Foul territory and out of play. Still 2-2 to Johnson. Hafley working out of the stretch. Low 3-2. Chase Hafley look at third. Payoff pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3. First strikeout for Chase Hafley. That's 2 down for the Chargers in the bottom of the first. Gibson still the runner at third for third baseman Ross Thompson. First pitch, just missed low ball 1. Now time called as catcher Tyson Leshuk wants to adjust his shin guards. Gibson on third, 2 out, bottom of the first, no score. Swung on, grounded to third. Chenault has it. The throw in time to retire the side. So a 1-out double for the Chargers, and they cannot take advantage. Nelson County Midcota, no runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left, 1 complete on the Tim Kazette Seed Sales Golden Harvest scoreboard. Scoreboard also brought to you by Chris Moan, Nodak Insurance Agent of Grand Forks and Lakota. Nothing.
Did you know that Bassett Motors has over 300 pre-owned vehicles to choose from and a great selection of new vehicles arriving daily? At Bassett Motors, hometown hospitality and personal service is their goal. Come and experience a relaxed buying process. They will handle everything from financing and licensing to accessorizing your new vehicle. Give them a call at 701-652-2955 or check them out online at BassettMotors.com. Bassett Motors, where our customers send their friends.
There's a new inventory of trailers at Bloomfield Enterprises of Hillsboro. You can see the latest inventory online at BloomfieldTrailers.com. Bloomfield Enterprises has a full line of Big Tex trailers. Big Tex has affordable and versatile utility trailers for all your jobs. Big Tex has a full line of products from ATV trailers to gooseneck to dump trailers and more. Call Larry at 218-368-7989 or Tim at 701-430-0877. Bloomfield Enterprises in Hillsboro.
Almost half of the energy used in homes goes toward heating and cooling the spaces we live in. Energy Star certified heating and cooling equipment can improve your comfort while lowering electric bills. Through its Bright Energy Solutions program, City of Hillsboro offers rebates for a wide range of energy-efficient equipment like heat pumps and central air conditioners. You can also get a rebate for having your cooling system professionally tuned up. Call the City of Hillsboro to learn more about rebates or visit BrightEnergySolutions.com.
Center fielder Landon Olson leading off for Hillsboro-Central Valley. Looked at the first pitch low for ball 1. Now a swing and a grounder to third. Thompson has it, throws, and a collision at first as runner and ball collide. And they are calling safe. And Landon Sundin at first. Little slow to get up. Now that's something I have not seen before. That is one of the neat things about baseball, you see something new every day. I mean, that was the perfect storm. You had base runner and the throw from third arriving to first at the same time. And Landon Olson, who's going to play football at Mayville State here next year, not afraid to make contact, as I believe he's going to play defense for the Comets. Landon Sundin, first baseman, still being checked on by his coach and by the base umpire. And Sundin is okay. Olson safe at first with the first hit of the day for the Burros.
Now batting number 15, Riley Richter.
Brings up first baseman Riley Richter. Riley was 1 for 3 in the first game against Larimore. Throw to first. Olson dives back in. Olson a good lead at first. And that pitch just off the plate, ball 1. Landon Sundin at first base for Nelson County Midkota. Gage Flogan at second, Brody Rainsbury at short, Ross Thompson at third. Brody Hoyt in right field is shallow and well off the line. Up, throw to first. And Olson again back in. Preston Lee in center field. In a bit and over a few steps into left center. And Lakin Rannigan is the left fielder. Here's a bunt foul at the plate. Or did he make contact? No, he didn't. That's a stolen base for Landon Olson. 2-0 the count on Riley Richter. No score, top of the second. Burros going for their second win of the day in as many games. In the dirt, nice block by the catcher Gibson. 3-0 to Richter with second baseman James Fortman on deck. The shallowness of the outfielders in right and center is not because they think the batter Richter is weak. It's because that wind is blowing in. 3-0 pitch in for a strike, 3-1. Olson at second, 3-1 pitch, low ball 4. So the first walk allowed by Kyle Peterson. And the Burros runners at first and second with nobody out. Now second baseman James Fortman. Senior went 0 for 3. Fortman showing bunt, pops it in the air. Caught in foul territory by the third baseman, Thompson. And as he hit the deck, the runner is able to retreat to first and second. So runners first and second with one out for third baseman Braden Chenault. Chenault 1 for 3 with a run scored against Larimore in the Burros 2-1 victory. First pitch just missed the outside corner, ball 1. Olson on second, Richter at first with one out. Outside, 2-0. Following this game, we'll have Thompson, the number 1 seed in the tournament, taking on Mayport CG. The 2-0. Swing and a miss, 2-1. Not holding with the runner at first. And that got the outside corner, 2-2. Right fielder Alexander Duffner on deck for Hillsboro-Central Valley. Here's the 2-2. Fouled. Still 2-2 to Braden Chenault. The 2-2 again, off-speed pitch, hit in the air. Behind the plate, looking for it is Gibson, and he's got it for the second out. So still runners at first and second for the Burros now with 2 outs. And right fielder Alexander Duffner. Duffner 1 for 3 with a run scored. He also made a very nice diving catch in the outfield against Larimore earlier today. First pitch upstairs, ball 1. Olson on second, Richter at first. That one's driven into right center field, and coming in is the right fielder. He got it, Brody Hoyt. Hoyt coming in to make that grab and retire the side. So the Burros in the second, no runs, 1 hit, a walk, no errors, 2 left. After an inning and a half on the Tim Kazet Seed Sales Golden Harvest scoreboard and the Chris Moan Nodak Insurance Agency scoreboard. Chris located in Grand Forks and Lakota. Hillsboro-Central Valley, nothing. Nelson County Midkota, nothing on YourLiveEvent.com.
Successful teams need a place to practice when the weather doesn't cooperate or the teams just need an extra swing. The Mayport Youth Center provides that option for the Mayport CG School District, summer baseball and softball teams. The Mayport Youth Center is an indoor facility that includes batting cages and field turf. In the winter, the facility is home to the Mayport Ice Dog hockey team. Good luck to the Mayport CG Patriots from the Mayport Youth Center.
This is Dustin Nagel with Dakota Heritage Bank. We're a family-owned community bank where decisions are made locally. At Dakota Heritage Bank, we can assist you with all of your banking needs, including checking and savings accounts, credit and debit cards, loans of all types, and more. We offer free mobile banking, online banking, and bill pay services. Just go to dhbanknd.com or download the mobile app for convenient on-the-go banking with Dakota Heritage Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
First pitch to first baseman Landon Sundin of Nelson County Midkota is inside, ball 1. And that's low 2-0. Sundin to be followed by center fielder Preston Lee and right fielder Brody Hoyt. Swing and a miss, 2-1. Sundin, the number 5 hitter in the Charger batting order. And there's a called strike, 2-2. To the number 2. Sundin, a sophomore. That missed, 3-2. Chase Affley not taking a lot of time on the mound. Get a break here as he asks for a new baseball. Outside, ball 4. So Sundin, a leadoff walk, the first walk allowed by Chase Affley. Now center fielder Preston Lee, a left-handed batter. Lee, a senior, will also do some pitching for the Chargers. Throw to first, and Sundin is back. Lee bluffing bunt. Halfley throws a fastball that buzzed him inside, ball 1. Chenault a little bit off the line at third and near the edge of the grass. Low, 2-0. Right fielder Brody Hoyt on deck. Bottom of the second, no score, nobody out for Nelson County Midkota. They've got Sundin at first. Throw to first. Sundin dives back in. And that hit him. So the Chargers now with runners at first and second and nobody out. First batter that Chase Hafley has hit in this game. Now Brody Hoyt, the right fielder. He's a junior utility player. He's listed as an infielder and catcher. Here's a bunt. Oh, that's perfect. In front of the mound. Only one play, and that's at first. Sacrifice bunt for Hoyt. 1-3 pitcher to first base as Sundin moves to third and Preston Lee to second. Two runners in scoring position with one out for second baseman Gage Floggan. Flaagan. Junior right-hand batter. Strike called 0-1. Left fielder Lakin Ronigan on deck for Nelson County Mid-Coda. Swing and a miss, 0-2. Sundin at third, Lee at second with one out. Looking to break a scoreless tie, bottom of 2. At fastball, low and away, 1-2. And the pitch, swung on, sliced out of here, foul to the right. Still 1-2 to Floggan. Slice foul again, 1-2 still. Following this game, it'll be Thompson, the number 1 seed, taking on Mayport CG. And another winner's bracket semifinal. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Floggan went after that pitch and regretted it right away. Second strikeout for Chase Hafley. 2 down for the Chargers. Runners at second and third for the left fielder, Lakin Ronigan. Left-hand batter. Swung on, chopped, fouled on the first baseline. Strike 1. Ronigan, a freshman. Ronningen. Sundin at third. Lee at second. 2 out for the Chargers, bottom of 2. Here's a called strike, 0-2. Shortstop Brody Rainsbury hoping to get a chance to bat here for the Chargers in the bottom of the second. Swung on, fouled off at the plate. Still 0-2 to Ronningen. Nelson County Mid-Coda, the number 2 seed in this Region 2 tournament. It's a double elimination tournament. 0-2, swing and a miss, strike 3. And the Burros use their get-out-of-jail-free card. That's 3 strikeouts now for Chase Hafley. Nelson County Mid-Coda in the second, no runs, no hits. There was a walk and hit batter. No errors, 2 left. The Chargers have stranded 3. After 2 on the Chris Moan Nodak Insurance Agent scoreboard. Chris Moan in Grand Forks, North Dakota. And our Tim Gazette Seed Sales Golden Harvest scoreboard. Burros nothing, Chargers nothing. We'll be right back on YourLiveEvent.com.
At Enbridge, we believe sustainability is the foundation of our success. How well we perform as a steward of our environment, a safe operator of essential energy infrastructure, a good neighbor, and a diverse employer defines our success. Learn more about Enbridge's environmental, social, and governance commitments and our Indigenous Reconciliation Plan at Enbridge.com.
After 2 complete, Hillsboro-Central Valley, no runs, 1 hit, no errors. Nelson County Mid-Coda, no runs, 1 hit, and no errors. Joe Lancello and Preston DeVille with you from Mayville State University. Left fielder Carter Limke to lead off for Hillsboro-Central Valley. Looks at ball 1. Limke, the 9th hitter in the Borough batting order. He'll be followed by Tyson Leshuk and Kyle Hafley. Swing and a grounder right back to the mound. Cal Johnson a throw to first in time for the out. 1 up and 1 down for the Burros in the top of the third. Now Tyson Lushuk, the catcher, grounded to third his first time up. Righty against righty. Pitch is called strike 0-1. Open stance by Leshuk. Here's a swing and a fly to left, but that'll go way foul. And the count 0-2 to Leshuk. Kyle Peterson in 2 innings has allowed 1 hit, no runs, 1 walk, and no strikeouts. The 0-2 blooped into the air to right field, and that will be caught by the first baseman. A nice job by Sundin going back to get that ball for the second out. I had wondered if something hit to the opposite field by a right-handed batter might cause some problems. But Sundin handled that very well for the second out. Now shortstop Kyle Halfley. Grounded to short his first time up. Strike called 0-1. And that's outside. 1-1. Cal hits this one. A nice stop by the pitcher, Johnson. And the throw to first in time for the out. So the Burros go down 1-2-3 in the third, nothing across. After 2.5 on the Tim Gazette Seed Sales Golden Harvest scoreboard and the Chris Moan Nodak Insurance Agent in Grand Forks on Lakota scoreboard. Hillsboro, Central Valley, nothing. Nelson County, Midkota, nothing. We'll be right back on YourLiveEvent.com.
Great Plains Fireworks and Sports Collectibles, Hillsboro. Fireworks and sports stuff in the same store? That's right. Great Plains Fireworks and Sports Collectibles, Hillsboro. Come in and browse the sports cards and memorabilia and fireworks at the same time. Unopened packs and boxes of sports cards, plus pre-owned cards as well. Jersey swatch, autograph cards, lots of Twins, Vikings, Wolves, Wild, Lynx, and North Stars memorabilia, bobbleheads, caps, and more. Call anytime, 701-436-6140. Great Plains Fireworks and Sports Collectibles, Hillsboro.
Halstead Telephone Company delivers fast broadband internet, telephone, and cable TV to residents in this region, including Halstead, Shelley, Neilsville, Climax, Fisher, Bigland, Gentilly in Minnesota, and Hillsboro, Caledonia, Gardner, and Argosville, North Dakota. Serving the area residents since 1904, Halstead Telephone continues to create a bright future for this region using 100% fiber optic technology. Service plans offer flexibility and choices, and there's local support personnel ready to help. Contact Halstead Telephone Company today.
Nelson County Midkota coming to bat in the bottom of the third of a scoreless game. Brody Rainsbury, the leadoff hitter and shortstop, will stand in. He grounded to third his first time up. Followed by catcher Zach Gibson and pitcher Kyle Johnson. First pitch, high ball 1. Chase Halfley in 2 innings has allowed 1 hit, no runs, a walk. He's hit a batter, and here's a swing and a drive into left field for a base hit. And the ball gets by Lemke. Throw to second, but Rainsbury is there safely. That'll be a single to left for Rainsbury and an error on the left fielder Lemke for allowing Rainsbury to get to second. So the Chargers with a runner at second and nobody out for catcher Zach Gibson, who had a double to left his first time up. He smoked that ball. And there's a called strike 0-1. Chargers have had 3 runners in scoring position and none of them have come in. Swing and a miss, 0-2. Chargers, in fact, 0 for 4 with runners in scoring position. The 0-2. Grounded foul toward the Charger dugout. Pitcher Kyle Johnson on deck for Nelson County Midkota. Nobody out, the 0-2 pitch. Missed outside, 1-2. Duffner in right field is shallow and well off the right field line. 1-2, that's it to the shortstop. Caught by Kyle Hafley for the first out. That ball sounded better than it was actually hit. So one down. Rainsbury is still the runner at second for Kyle Johnson, who struck out his first time up. Chase Hafley's pitch, high ball 1. Limke in left field is deep. Olson about medium depth in center, a couple of steps over toward left. 1 ball, 1 strike. Third baseman Ross Thompson on deck for Nelson County Midkota. Swing and a foul back. 1-2 now to Kyle Johnson. Swing and a foul at an inside pitch. Johnson almost looking like he was trying to make a second shot at the PGA Championship. Runner at second. And time call now as Chase Hafley will step off the rubber. The 1-2. High 2-2. Rainsbury, the runner at second. 1 out. 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 4 strikeouts now for Chase Hafley and a big second out in the bottom of the third. Now third baseman Ross Thompson stands in. He grounded to third his first time up. A look at second. Fastball outside, 1-0. No score winners bracket game at the North Dakota Region 2 Class B baseball tournament. The 1-0 hit him. Second batter that Chase Hafley has hit today. So now runners at first and second for Nelson County Midkota with 2 out. And first baseman Landon Sundin, who walked his first time up. Righty to righty the pitch. Hit in the air in the left center field. Limke has it measured for the out to retire the side. Nelson County Midkota in the third. No runs, 1 hit. There was a hit batter. There was 1 Burrow error. 2 runners left. Nelson County Midkota has stranded 5. After 3 on the Tim Cazette Seed Sales Golden Harvest scoreboard and the Chris Moe Nodak Insurance Agency scoreboard of Grand Forks and Lakota. Hillsboro-Central Valley nothing. Nelson County Midkota nothing. Back after this on YourLiveEvent.com.
Hillsboro Dairy, with delivery of fresh dairy products and more to your home door. I've had Hillsboro Dairy delivering cold, fresh dairy products and other items to my door for years. 3 main reasons why. It's the convenience, the products are fresh, and the delivery service from the Udder Guy. Nobody does it like the Udder Guy. Every week, we get the CT. Please call him at 701-436-5877. Delivery right to your door from Hillsboro Dairy.
Hillsboro-Central Valley come to bat in the top of the fourth inning. Still a scoreless game. We've had all pitchers' duels today here. Hillsboro-Central Valley beat Larimore 2-1 in our first game. Mayport CG over Hampton Northwood 3-2. And we are scoreless here going into the top of the fourth. Pitcher Chase Hafley to lead off for Hillsboro-Central Valley. And that pitch inside ball one. Chase grounded to short his first time up. Kyle Peterson looks for the sign and deals. Swinging a foul to the left. 1-1 to Chase Hafley. He'll be followed by center fielder Landon Olson and first baseman Riley Richter. The 1-1. Popped up right side. The second baseman coming in, the wind playing with this one. And Gage Floggen makes the catch for the out. 7 straight batters retired by Kyle Peterson. 1 up and 1 down in the top of the fourth for center fielder Landon Olson. He has the Burros' only hit, an infield single in the second inning. Off-speed pitch outside ball one. And that was an odd play because Olson collided with the first baseman Landon Sundin covering just as the ball that was hit to third baseman Ross Thompson arrived at the base. The 2-0 pitch. Missed outside 3-0. First baseman Riley Richter on deck for the Hillsboro-Central Valley Burros. The 3-0. Got the outside corner, 3-1. Again, a lot of room in right field. 3-1 pitch, high ball 4. Second walk allowed by Kyle Peterson. Landon Olson is now at first with 1 down to bring up first baseman Riley Richter, who walked his first time up. Peterson from the stretch, a throw to first, and Olson dives back in. No score, top of the fourth. Pitch just high, ball 1. Richter has also done some pitching for Hillsboro-Central Valley. We may see him on the mound Monday. Swing and a miss, 1-0. Again, this is a double elimination tournament. Both teams here. This is the winner's bracket here. Pitch is high. The throw to second will be off target and getting into center field, but no chance for Landon Olson to advance, and he's got his second stolen base of the day. 2-1 the count to Richter. The 2-1 to Richter. Fastball, got the outside part of the plate, 2-2. Two, strike 3 called. Second out of the inning, the first strikeout for Kyle Peterson. So 2 down, a runner at second now for second baseman James Fortman, who fouled out to the third baseman on a bunt, his first time up. Peterson from the stretch. Just high ball 1. The 1-0. Slice to the right, and that falls in for a base hit. Olson is around third, and he will score. And it's 1-0 for the Burros. So Fortman with an RBI single as that got blooped to the no man's land in right field.
Now batting number 10, Braden Chenault.
Second hit of the day for Hillsboro-Central Valley. Brings up third baseman Braden Chenault, who fouled out to the catcher his first time up. So the scoreless deadlock is broken here in the fourth. Pitch is low. Fortman a short lead at first. Fastball low 2-0. Right fielder Alexander Duffner on deck for Hillsboro-Central Valley. Burrows with a run here in the top of the fourth. Looking to add to it with a runner at first at 2 out. Swing and a miss 2-1. Peterson from the stretch. 2-1 way outside, 3-1. Righty to righty. Here's the 3-1. Runner goes. High ball 4. Third walk allowed by Kyle Peterson. And Fortman goes to second.
Now batting number 21, Alexander Duffner.
And time is called as Coach Logan Lund of Nelson County Mid-Cota is going to come out to have a conference with his infield pitcher and catcher. Again, the winner of this game will face either Thompson or Mayport CG in the fourth game of the day on Monday. The loser of this game will play Hatton Northwood in our second game on Monday. That one's scheduled to start roughly at lunchtime. Peterson stays in the game. Here's Alexander Duffner, the right fielder, fly to right on a nice running catch by Brody Hoyt, the right fielder. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Fortman at second, Chenault at first with 2 out. Burrows up 1-0 here in the fourth. Off-speed pitch. Missed 1-1. Peterson's 1-1, swing and a miss 1-2. Wind starting to pick up once again here at Scott Berry Field at Mayville State. The 1-2. High 2-2. Left fielder Carter Limke on deck for the Burros. Fortman on second, Chenault on first. Here's the 2-2. Low 3-2. Now the runner is going to go to third as the catcher lost the handle on the ball. So Fortman goes to third and Chenault to second on a pass ball. So the Burros again 2 men in scoring position now with 2 out and the count 3-2 to Duffner. Hit in the air, short center field. Oh, and a collision between the outfielders, but it's the right fielder Hoyt who makes the catch to retire the side. Hillsboro-Central Valley in the fourth, no runs, 1 hit, 2 walks, no errors, and 2 runners left. The Burros have stranded 4 after 3.5 on the Tim Gazette Seed Sales Golden Harvest scoreboard and the Chris Moan Nodak Insurance Agent scoreboard. Chris Moan located in Grand Forks and Lakota. Hillsboro-Central Valley up 1-0. Back after this on YourLiveEvent.com.
The Hillsboro Vets Club apologizes for the inconvenience of having the kitchen closed for remodeling this week. When the remodeling has been completed and the kitchen reopened, they will continue to bring you the best roasted chicken on Saturdays. The Hillsboro Vets Club sends congratulations to our area graduates and wish you best of luck as you prepare for the greater challenges ahead. As we approach Memorial Day, the Hillsboro Vets Club gives a salute to those who paid the ultimate sacrifice for our freedom. They encourage everyone to take the time this Memorial Day to honor those who gave their lives for the red, white, and blue.
Time for our mid-game update brought to you by the Red River Valley Fair. Just a reminder that there will be 3 weekends of the Red River Valley Fair this year, June 20th through the 30th, July 4th through 7th. As a ball hit right back to the pitcher, Preston Lee is retired 1-3 to start the bottom of the fourth. And July 11th through the 14th, those 3 weekends for the Red River Valley Fair. Tickets for all concerts available at redrivervalleyfair.com. There will be racing pigs, a kid zone, hot diggity dogs, dangerous feats of comedy, and more. redrivervalleyfair.com for more information. First pitch is strike one to Brody Hoyt, the right fielder who sacrificed his first time up. Chase Hafley's pitch. Missing, low and away, 1-1. Swung on, fouled off, 1-2. Hillsboro-Central Valley with the only run of the game here in the fourth inning. With 2 out, James Fortman, an RBI single. Low and away, well, low and behind the batter, actually. 2-2 now to Hoyt. With second baseman Gage Floggen on deck for the Chargers. Outside 3-2. And the payoff pitch. Swung on, hit in the air to the left side. Limke looking for it, has it for the out. 2 up and 2 down. Now for Nelson County Mid-Cota, second baseman Gage Floggen, who struck out his first time up. Chase Hafley has allowed 2 hits. 1 walk, 2 hit batters, and he struck out 4. And the important thing, no runs. The 1-0 pitch, swing and a miss, 1-1. Left fielder Lakin Ronigan on deck for the Nelson County Mid-Cota Chargers. Swung on, tapped to the right of the mound. And Chase Hafley will make the take himself to retire the side. Chargers in the fourth. Nothing across, 3 up, 3 down after 4. On the Tim Gazette Seed Sales, Golden Harvest, and Chris Moan Nodak Insurance Agency of Grand Forks and Lakota scoreboard. Hillsboro-Central Valley 1, Nelson County Mid-Cota nothing.
Farmers, are you expanding, upgrading, or want to automate? Visit with the experienced staff at Hope Electric to learn about the latest electrical systems and the newest technologies that they have developed to make your operation more efficient. Get a custom system in place with features like iPad truck loading and remote view grain storage, touchscreen controls, hazard monitoring systems, and wireless cellular cameras to protect your assets. Hope Electric, serving the agricultural and commercial industry since 1978. Visit hopeelectric.com or call 701-945-2460.
Goose River Bank is here for the communities we serve, building relationships that last a lifetime. Serving the strong Red River Valley and beyond, we are your neighbors, friends, and family, committed to providing everything from everyday personal banking to loans for your farm or business. Visit one of our locations in Mayville, Hillsboro, or Hatton, or reach out and we'll happily come to you, because it's the neighborly thing to do. Goose River Bank. Strong bank, strong communities.
Hillsboro-Central Valley come to bat in the top of the 5th inning in the Class B Region 2 baseball tournament. Hillsboro-Central Valley up 1-0. And Carter Limke looks at a pitch low for ball 1. Limke grounded to the pitcher his first time up. Hillsboro-Central Valley, 1 run, 2 hits, 1 error. Nelson County Mid-Cota, no runs, 2 hits, and no errors. 2-0 now to Limke. He'll be followed by catcher Tyson Lushuk and shortstop Kyle Hafley. There's a strike, 2-1. Kyle Peterson's pitch. Grounded, fouled on the third baseline. 2-2 now to Limke. Carter, I believe, is going to play college football as well, and I'm drawing a blank on where. Right-hand batter with an open stance. Here's the 2-2. Inside 3-2. Payoff pitch. Strike 3 on the inside corner. Second strikeout for Kyle Peterson. 1 up and 1 down for the Burros in the top of the 5th. Brings up the top of the order and catcher Tyson Lushuk, who is grounded to third and popped to first. Peterson's pitch. High ball 1. Again, the Charger outfield leaving a lot of room in right and also a pretty good gap straightaway center field. As Preston Lee, the center fielder, is pulled over into left center. The 2-0 to Leshuk. Strike called. 2-1. Even though the catcher didn't fulfill his job description and catch it. The 2-1. Hit in the air, short left field. The shortstop, Rainsbury, has it for the out. Two up and 2 down for Hillsboro-Central Valley brings up shortstop Kyle Halfley, who is grounded to short and grounded to the pitcher. Kyle, the senior, looks at strike 1. The loser of this game faces Hatton Northwood in our second game on Monday. Off-speed pitch fouled off. 0-2 to Halfley. He may have seen that pitch was not coming in as fast as he thought it would. Swung on, popped up, and out of play. And it is stuck in the net over home plate. That's going to be fun for the ground crew to try to poke that out. The 0-2 to Kyle Halfley. Inside 1-2. Pitcher Chase Halfley on deck for Hillsboro-Central Valley. 1-2 pitch lined up the middle for a base hit. A 2-out single for Kyle Halfley, third hit of the day for the Burros. So with 2 out, a runner at first for Kyle Halfley's younger brother Chase Halfley, the pitcher. He's grounded to short and popped to second. Peterson will work from the stretch with a runner at first. Chase a swing and a foul, strike 1. Swing, fly ball to left field, into foul territory and out of play. Rannigan may have room to run, but if you can see that white line that's just to the left of the foul pole, that's where the ball is out of play. 0-2 to Chase Halfley with a runner at first, 2 out. Runner goes, swung on, popped out of here. Still 0-2. Center fielder Landon Olson on deck for the Burros. We're in the top of the 5th. Hillsboro-Central Valley up 1-0. And a throw to first, or a fake throw to first as Peterson stepped off the rubber. Swung on line, past the third baseman, down the third base line. Here's Kyle Halfley going to third, safe. And Chase Halfley will go to second. A single for Chase Halfley down the third base line. He goes to second on the throw into third. So the Burros runners at second and third with two down. For center fielder Landon Olson, he has an infield single, and he has walked and scored the only run of the game. That was in the fourth inning. Pitch is high, ball one. Burros looking to add to their 1-0 lead here in the winner's bracket semifinals. Swung on, grounded foul. 1-1 to Landon Olson. The Halfley brothers on base. Kyle at third, Chase at second. High 2-1. And the pitch. Swung on, driven into center field. Lee is going to have to go back on his horse. And he does have it. Hands Preston Lee with a great catch, reaching back to take away an extra base hit from Landon Olson. So the Hillsboro-Central Valley Burros come up empty in the fifth. No runs, 2 hits. No errors, 2 left. The Burros have stranded 6. After 4.5 on the Tim Cassette Seed Sales Golden Harvest and Chris Moe, Nodak Insurance Agency of Grand Forks and Lakota scoreboard, Hillsboro-Central Valley 1, Nelson County Midkota 0.
You're feeling that spring sensation, and that means it's time to put a spring in your step over to Mayport Hardware. They've got it all, the seeds, soil, pots, and garden tools you need to make your green thumb glow. If you're spring cleaning, pick up some paint or rakes to spruce up your home and yard. They also have appliances to put that tax refund to good use, and the bikes and lawnmowers, they're just ready to roll out the door. Keep that spring sensation at Mayport Hardware, Trail County's Hardware Hank on Main Street in Mayville.
The Mayport CG Booster Club is here to support, promote, and encourage all Patriot sports and academic activities. The Mayport CG Booster Club members strive each year to make events within Mayport CG schools a very rewarding experience for the students, athletes, and spectators alike. For more information, like the Mayport CG Booster Club on Facebook. Best of luck to the teams competing in today's game, and go Patriots!
Lincoln Ronigan leading off for Nelson County Midkota, swings at the first pitch and hits it in the air to center field, where it's caught by Landon Olson for the first out. Chargers come to bat in the bottom of the fifth, trailing 1-0. Now Brody Rainsbury, the shortstop, stands in. Swing and a foul, strike one. Rainsbury has grounded to third and singled in 2 at-bats. And someone's car alarm needs attending to. The 0-1. Sliced out of here, foul, 0-2. Catcher Zach Gibson on deck for Nelson County Midkota. 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 5th strikeout for Chase Halfley. 2 up and 2 down for Nelson County Midkota. And that's 6 consecutive batters that Chase Halfley is retired. Now catcher Zach Gibson with a double to left and a line out to the shortstop. And excuse me, swing. And he did go around, strike 1. Swung on, grounded to short. Kyle Halfley with it, has to hurry. Base hit. That was just a slowly hit ground ball. Third hit of the day for Nelson County Midkota, and Zach Gibson is 2 of them. Now pitcher Kyle Johnson, who has struck out twice. Good lead at first, swing and a ground ball to third. Chenault has it, throws to first, and that retires the side. So Nelson County Midkota in the 5th. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left. The Chargers have stranded 6. After 5 on the the Tim Gazette Seed Sales Golden Harvest and Chris Moe Nodak Insurance Agency of Grand Forks and Lakota scoreboard, Hillsboro-Central Valley 1, Nelson County Midkota nothing.
Insurance answers should come easily from local agents you know and trust. Someone down the road, not across the country. From Watford City to downtown Fargo, Nodak Insurance agents know the protection you need. From the Peace Garden to the geographical center of North America. We're focused on North Dakota's farms, ranches, small towns, and cities, so the answers are right in front of you. Nodak Insurance Company, agents with answers.
It's the North Dakota All-Star Gathering on your live event, as we'll have coverage of the Shields Softball All-Star Series on June 3rd and 4th.
Closey with the 0-2 pitch.
The Optimist Volleyball Series on June 10th and 11th.
Right corner West is there for the dig. Backs at Bogenry for another kill.
Plus, the Lions All-Star Basketball Series on July 15th and 16th.
Really nice quality second half. Goes off the backboard for the duck to Carson Yale.
For more information, go to yourliveevent.com.
After 5 innings in the North Dakota Region 2 Class B baseball tournament, Hillsboro-Central Valley a run, 4 hits, 1 error. Nelson County Midkota, no runs, 3 hits, and no errors. I'm Joe Lansolo with Preston DeVille on YourLiveEvent.com. First baseman Riley Richter to lead off for Hillsboro-Central Valley in the top of the 6th. Kyle Johnson's first pitch misses ball 1. Richter has walked and struck out officially 0 for 1. Swung on, hit in the air to the left side. The shortstop Rainsbury back on the outfield grass with the catcher out number 1. You can maybe get an idea of how the wind is carrying these balls. 1 up and 1 down for the Burros in the 6th. Brings up second baseman James Fortman, who is fouled out and singled to drive in the only run of the game. That was in the 4th. Called strike to Fortman. Nelson County Midkota will have coming to bat in the 6th there, middle of the batting order, Thompson, Sundin, and Lee. That got the outside part of the plate 0-2. Third baseman Braden Chenault on deck for Hillsboro-Central Valley. Here's the 0-2, outside 1-2. Johnson has gone the distance. He's only given up 4 hits. 3 walks, 2 strikeouts. Swing and a foul by Fortman, and still count as 1-2. The 1-2, that's hit in the air to left field. Going back by Rennigan, and he won't get it. And into second, standing up with a double, is Fifth hit of the day for Hillsboro-Central Valley. So an insurance run on second with one out for third baseman Braden Chenault, who was fouled out and walked. 0 for 1 officially. Johnson from the stretch. Hit in the air to the right side. Drifting into foul territory, the first baseman Sundin for the catch for the second out. And Fortman has to hold at second. Now Alexander Duffner, the right fielder, he has flied to right twice. Fortman on second with 2 out, top of the 6th. Burrows up 1-0. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Johnson out of the stretch. That's hit straight back, 0-2. House speed pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3. Nice shot by Johnson. That's his third strikeout of the day. Burrows get a 1-out double but can't do anything else. No runs, 1 hit, no errors. 1 left. The Burros have stranded 7 after 5.5 on the Tim Gazette Seed Sales Golden Harvest and Nodak Insurance agent Chris Moan in Grand Forks and Lakota scoreboard. Hillsboro-Central Valley 1, Nelson County Midkota 0.
At Dakota Heritage Bank, we know your schedules can get hectic, and you don't always have time to get to the bank during regular banking hours. We make it easy for you with mobile banking, online banking, and bill pay, services that we offer for free. This is Michelle with Dakota Heritage Bank, inviting you to do your banking with us anytime, anywhere. Just go to dhbanknd.com or download the mobile app for convenient on-the-go banking, serving you with locations across North Dakota and northwestern Minnesota. Dakota Heritage Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
We go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Nelson County Midkota trailing Hillsboro-Central Valley 1-0. In the Class B Region 2 baseball tournament here at Mayville State University. Third baseman Ross Thompson will lead off. He's grounded to third and been hit by a pitch. Swing and a foul into the screen, strike 1. Thompson will be followed by first baseman Landon Sundin and center fielder Preston Lee. And that hit him. Got him in the shoulder. Third batter that Chase Hafley has hit today. And the second time Thompson's been hit. So the tying run at first for Nelson County Midkota with nobody out for first baseman Landon Sundin, who has walked and fly to left. Throw to first. Thompson is back in. Swung on, that's driven into left field. Limke has it for the out. Thought it might sail over him in the last minute, but it didn't. Carter Limke with the catch. That's the first out in the bottom of the 6th. Now Preston Lee, the center fielder, who's been hit by a pitching ground to the pitcher. Thompson with the lead off first. Lee bluffing bunt. Pitch was inside, ball 1. Chenault at third, now moving toward the edge of the infield grass. Runner goes. Pitch is high, the throw to second. Safe. And Thompson with a stolen base and a close play. That's the first stolen base today for Nelson County Midkota. Chargers have the potential tying run in scoring position with 1 out. A 1-1 count to Preston Lee. Chase Hafley's pitch grounded to the right side. That'll get the runner to third. And that'll get the runner home as the throw from second goes out of play. And Preston Lee will go to second. That'll be a throwing error on second baseman James Fortman. And we're tied at 1. Actually, they will credit Lee with an infield single. Oh, no. I had it right. E4 all the way. First pitch to right fielder Brody Holt is outside, ball 1. So 1 out for the Chargers. They've tied the game 1-1. The go-ahead runner's at second with 1 out. Hoyt swings at the 1-0 pitch and fouls it away. Count evens 1-1. Hillsboro-Central Valley scored in the 4th, 1 run. Nelson County Midkota a run here in the bottom of the 6th. Swung and a foul to the screen, 1-2 on Hoyt, who was sacrificed and fly to left. Second baseman Gage Floggen on deck for the Chargers. Chase Hafley, you look at second. Strike 3 called for the second out. 6 strikeouts now for Chase Hafley. 2 down, Lee still at second. Now Gage Floggen, the second baseman, who was struck out and grounded to the pitcher. And time called as there will be a chat between Coach Logan Lund, the base runner Lee at second, and the batter Floggen. Remember, after this game, Thompson will face Mayport CG, final game of the day. The winner here will face Thompson or Mayport CG in the winner's bracket final on Monday. That'll be the last game of the day. The loser plays Hatton Northwood on Monday. First pitch to Floggen, low ball 1. Lee is on second. Swing and a miss, 1-1. Hillsboro-Central Valley in the 7th will have Limke, Lushik, and Kyle Hafley batting. They're 9-1-2 hitters. Swing and a miss, 1-2. Floggen pounds home plate with a bat, as if to say, I should not have swung at that. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 7 strikeout for Chase Hafley. But Nelson County Midkota tie the game, 1 run, no hits, a hit batter, 1 error, 1 runner left. The Chargers have stranded 5. 6 complete on the Tim Gazette Seed Sales Golden Harvest and Nodak Insurance Agent Chris Moan of Grand Forks and Lakota scoreboard. Hillsboro-Central Valley 1, Nelson County Midkota 1.
For trusted news, weather, and sports from your community, look to R&J Broadcasting Incorporated, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Hear local voices from local radio with news and information from the area. Your information stations, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Local voices from local radio.
This is Chris from RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer. This spring has been a trying time, and we may feel everything is out of our control. Please remember to slow down and stay safe this spring. Come home to your families each and every night. Please use this time to make sure your planter is ready to go. Keep downtime to a minimum. When you get into the fields, we are here to help you with any planting issues that may come up. RDK Enterprises, 636-2119 or planterdoc.com.
Nelson County Midkota get an unearned run in the 6th, but it still counts on the scoreboard. As Carter Limke hits the first pitch in the air to left, and that's going to the warning track. Limke strides into second with a leadoff double. Limke had grounded to the pitcher and struck out. But a leadoff double. 6 hits now for the Burros. And Tyson Leshuk, the catcher, will stand in. He is grounded to third, popped to first, popped to short. And Coach Logan Lund is coming out of the dugout. And that will be it for Kyle Johnson. And we've got a pitching change brought to you by Nodak Insurance Company, Agent Brad Richter. For all your insurance questions, see Trail County's agents with answers, Agent Brad Richter in Hillsboro and Sales Associate Nick Preston in Mayville. Left-hander Preston Lee will be the new pitcher. We'll have more when we come back on YourLiveEvent.com.
Red River Valley Speedway, what a great place to let your heart race. Excitement second to none. Every Friday night you're gonna feel alright. Your destination for family fun.
Get ready for racing this Friday night at 7 at the Red River Valley Speedway. Family fun for everyone. This week it's the INEX Legends Meet and Greet, sponsored by Thunder Road, Linex, and Ellingson Drainage. For details, log on to RedRiverValleySpeedway.com.
At Thompson Public Schools, their mission is to develop lifelong learners and responsible citizens. You can visit their website, tps-k12.org, for school announcements and calendars, lunch menus, weather announcements, athletic schedules, and more. Follow them on social media and share in Tommy Pride with student updates and events with Thompson Public Schools. Thompson Public Schools thanks all students, staff, parents, alumni, and community members for their continued support. Good luck to the Tommies. Learn more at tps-k12.org.
As you're planting this spring, I thank you for planting Golden Harvest corn and soybeans on your farm. This is Tim Cazzette, your Golden Harvest seeds dealer. If you run short of seed, give me a call, 701-430-0877. I probably have some seed available to help you finish. Call me again, 701-430-0877, and we can discuss your options for Golden Harvest seeds on your farm. I wish all the area farmers and farm families a safe spring and a successful growing season.
Preston Lee is the new pitcher as Leshuk swings and bloops one into center field, and that'll drop in for a base hit. Limke had to hold up at third in case that ball was caught. They have made a couple of diving catches in the outfield, Nelson County, Mid-Coda. So Tyson Lee moving from center field to pitcher. Lakin Ronigan has moved from left field to center field. Kyle Johnson has moved from pitcher to third base, and Ross Thompson from third base to left field. Nobody out. Runners at the corners for Hillsboro-Central Valley. Shortstop Kyle Halfley looks at ball one. Kyle is grounded out twice and singled. Kyle Johnson is responsible for the runner at first, so he could be the losing pitcher if the Burros score. Swing and a foul, count evens 1-1. Kyle Johnson, 6 innings, 6 hits, 1 run so far. It was unearned. Walked 3, struck out 3. Runners at first and third. Nobody out for the Burros. Swung on, grounded, foul. Handled well by Coach Ben Strand of Hillsboro-Central Valley. 1-2 now for Kyle Halfley with his brother Chase on deck. Nobody out. Swung on, hit in the air to the right side, out of play. Still 1-2 to Kyle Halfley. Limke on third, Leshuk on first. Nobody out, top of 7, 1-1 game. Sliced in the air to the right side. It goes into foul territory, and it's caught by the first baseman. Sundin with the grab for the first out. Now Chase Halfley, the pitcher. He has grounded to short, popped to second, and singled. Lee trying to use the get out of jail free card for Nelson County Midcoda here in the top of the 7th. Game tied at 1, runners at first and third. First pitch gets away from the catcher. Leshuk was running, he'll get a stolen base. So 2 runners in scoring position now for the Burros with 1 out. Looking to break a 1-1 tie. And time called. As catcher Zach Gibson wants to talk to his pitcher. Lefty against righty. And time called. And they're going to intentionally walk Chase Hafley to load the bases. Set up a force with 1 out. And Landon Olson, the center fielder, stands in. He has singled, walked, and scored. And fly to center when Preston Lee, who was playing center at the time, made a great catch. 1-1 score, 1 out, bases loaded, top of the 7th. Lee's pitch is a strike. Lee, the left-hander, winds. Swinging a foul at the plate, and Lee quickly ahead of Landon Olson, 0-2. First baseman Riley Richter on deck for Hillsboro-Central Valley. Chargers have the infield in with 1 out. Swung on, grounded to third, a throw home for the fielder's choice for the force, and that's all they get. But it's plenty.
Now batting number 15, Riley Richter.
1-2 the fielding play, pitcher to catcher, retires Limke. So Leshuk now to third, Hafley to second. And Landon Olson on first. Kyle Johnson's line is finished. He allows just 1 run. Curve missed 1-1 to Riley Richter, who has walked, struck out, and popped to short. Leshuk on third, Chase Hafley on second, Olson at first. 1-1 pitch at blown away, 2-1. Burrows trying to break a 1-1 tie. Swing and a miss, 2-2. Burrows, bases loaded, 2 out, top of 7, 1-1 game. Now time called, as Gibson wants to talk to Preston Lee again. Just a quick conversation. 2-2 to Richter. Fouled off. Still 2-2 to Richter. Strike 3 called on the inside corner. And Preston Lee uses the get out of jail free card. Hillsboro-Central Valley in the 7th. No runs, 2 hits, 1 intentional walk, no errors, and the Burros lead the bases loaded. They've stranded 10. We go to the bottom of the 7th on the Tim Cassette Seed Sales Golden Harvest and Nodak Insurance Agent Chris Moan of Grand Forks and Lakota scoreboard. There's a new inventory of trailers at Bloomfield Enterprises of Hillsboro. You can see the latest inventory online at bloomfieldtrailers.com. Bloomfield Enterprises has a full line of Big Tex trailers. Big Tex has affordable and versatile utility trailers for all your jobs. Big Tex has a full line of products from ATV trailers to gooseneck to dump trailers and more. Call Larry at 218-368-7989 or Tim at 701-430-0877. Bloomfield Enterprises in Hillsboro. Center fielder Lakin Ronigan swings at the first pitch and misses strike one. Ronigan will be followed by shortstop Brody Rainsbury and catcher Zach Gibson, the 9-1-2 hitters in the Nelson County Midcoda Charger lineup. 0-2 now on Ronigan, who has struck out and fly to center. And that hit him. And Ronigan running to first, almost like his team won the NBA championship. Fourth batter that Chase Heffley has hit today. So Brody Rainsbury comes to bat. He is grounded to third, singled, and struck out. Now, if you're Nelson County Midcoda, do you send the runner at first? They do. Swinging a foul. Strike one. 1-1. Hillsboro-Central Valley got their run in the fourth. Nelson County Midcoda scoring an unearned run in the sixth. Winners bracket game in the North Dakota Class B Region 2 baseball tournament. Reaching and bunting, foul. 0-2 the count now on Rainsbury. As I say, reaching, that pitch was well outside. So the bunt would seem to be out of play. Here's a throw to first. And Ronigan's back safely. The 0-2. Swung on, hit in the air to center field, coming over to left center, drops in for a base hit. Ronigan will go to second. Fourth hit of the day for Nelson County Midcoda. And the potential winning run is at second with nobody out. Catcher Zach Gibson with a double, a line to short, and a single. Chase Heffley in the Burrow is going to want to pitch very carefully to Gibson. Bluff to bunt. Fastball, low ball one. Now a conference on the mound and a conference between the base runners and their coach. Chase Heffley has gone the distance. Allowed 4 hits, 1 run. It was not earned. He's walked 1, but he's hit 4 and struck out 7. And one of the batters he hit, Ronigan, is the runner at second, the potential winning run. The Burros will stay with Chase Heffley. One and 0 to Gibson. Ronigan on second, Rainsbury at first. Bunted, bobbled by the pitcher, and the ball gets away, and the winning run will score. Nelson County Midcoda wins it 2-1. Chase Heffley fielded the bunt and threw it away. That allowed Lakin Ronigan to score the winning run. So Nelson County Midcoda in the 7th, 1 run, 1 hit, a hit batter, 1 error, 2 runners left. The final score on our Tim Gazette Seed Sales Nodak Insurance Agent Chris Moan in Grand Forks and Lakota scoreboard. Nelson County Midkota 2, Hillsboro-Central Valley 1.
Successful teams need a place to practice when the weather doesn't cooperate or the teams just need an extra swing. The Mayport Youth Center provides that option for the Mayport CG School District, summer baseball and softball teams. The Mayport Youth Center is an indoor facility that includes batting cages and field turf. In the winter, the facility is home to the Mayport Ice Dog hockey team. Good luck to the Mayport CG Patriots from the Mayport Youth Center.
If you want help from a firm that has integrity and respect, strives for excellence, and is interested in the betterment of the community, look no farther than Onstead Twitchell Attorneys. Our team of attorneys has dedicated and talented professionals who are committed to improving the lives of their clients and providing custom legal solutions with integrity and excellence. We have offices in West Fargo, Hillsboro, Maddox, Page, and Castleton. Or visit our website, www.onsteadlaw.com.
The Hillsboro and Central Valley School Districts congratulate the seniors on your success and wish you well in your future endeavors. They encourage you to step into your future, secure in the knowledge that this world needs you and the unique, inspiring gifts that only you can give. Best wishes go with you graduates as you prepare for the greater challenges ahead in a world of new possibilities. Congratulations, graduates, from the administration and staff of the Hillsboro and Central Valley School Districts. To all students, parents, and families of the Hillsboro and Central Valley Schools, thank you for a great year. Full Service Foods in Hillsboro provides contract packaging and private label foods for your local and regional retail stores. Full Service Foods is a leader in the upper Midwest for less than truckload quantities for contract manufactured sauces and dressings. They are a privately held company with a reputation for quality and customer service. Full Service Foods is proud to be in Hillsboro and bringing employment opportunities to the area. Find out more at fullservicefoods.com. Full Service Foods of Hillsboro, proud to support this community event.
I think it's fair to say you pay more now than ever before to operate your vehicles. We've got some relief. I'm Chris Moan with Nodak Insurance. Our auto customers are driving safer with fewer accidents, and for many that translates into lower premiums. If you're not seeing lower rates with your insurance company, call me to compare. You might save some money, and you will get better service. Call me today at 757-1613, or stop by one of my locations at 1913 South Washington in Grand Forks or 207 Main Street in Lakota.
It's the most prestigious, challenging rep warning tour on dirt. The most wanted, baddest outlaws, and the most powerful late models on the planet. The world of outlaws, King's Late Models.
With Preston DeVille from Mayville State University, Joe Lancello here as Nelson County Midkota come from behind to beat Hillsboro-Central Valley 2-1 and advance to the winner's bracket final Monday against either Thompson or Mayport CG. The total is Hillsboro-Central Valley, a run, 7 hits, 3 errors, 10 runners left. Nelson County Midkota, 2 runs, 4 hits, no errors, and 9 runners left. The winning pitcher, Preston Lee, in relief, pitched the 7th inning, got out of a bases-loaded jam with 1 out and got 1 batter hit to a fielder's choice and struck out the next one to get out of trouble. Chase Hafley takes the loss. He went the distance 6 innings, did not retire a batter in the 7th, allowed 4 hits, 2 runs, both unearned, walked 1, hit 4, struck out 7. Time now for our player of the game, brought to you by Enbridge. Life takes energy. Enbridge, energy for life. Enbridge.com for career opportunities. I'm going to go with Preston Lee as the player of the game. He pitched out of trouble in the 7th inning, and he also made a pretty good catch in center field in the 5th to take away a hit from Landon Olson. So Preston Lee of Nelson County, Midkota, our energy player of the game. Our post-game connection brought to you by Halsett Telephone Company, keeping you connected. Discover local reliability you can trust. HalsettTel.com. Boy, post-game connection. I'll go with Zach Gibson of Nelson County, Midkota. He had 2 hits. And it was also the bunt he laid down that was thrown away and led to the winning run scoring for Nelson County, Midkota. So Zach Gibson, our HTC post-game connection. Our precision play of the game brought to you by RDK Enterprises in Hillsboro. Have a safe spring planting season, and thank you for your business. PlanterDoc.com, PlanterDoc.com, RDK Enterprises of Hillsboro. Precision play of the game, I will go with Preston Lee as he struck out Riley Richter with 2 out and the bases loaded to end the Burrows scoring threat in the 7th to keep the game tied at 1. And Nelson County Midkota wins it 2-1. Nelson County Midkota 6-5 if my records are right. Hillsboro-Central Valley now 6-14. The Burrows will play Hatton Northwood in our second game Monday in the consolation bracket to start at about noon. Nelson County Midkota will face the winner of our final game of the day here between Thompson and Mayport CG. Preston Newville will have the call of that one for you in just a few minutes here on YourLiveEvent.com. For Preston Newville, I'm Joe Lancello. Thanks for watching. The final, Nelson County Midkota 2, Hillsboro Central Valley 1.